Hey, hello everyone. I'm sure you're all preparing for your PMP exam. That would have driven you to see this video today to see what inputs I can get out of it. Or maybe you cleared already, but want to see what other people are doing. So whatever it is, we have a person who cleared PMP recently. So Vasanti cleared on October 3rd. First thing, congratulations, Vasanti, for this achievement.
Thank you, Sriram. I was waiting for this day to show up in the success story.
Okay.
So it finally.
It's a big achievement. Let's see the certificate. So here it goes. And I'm sure this date going to be a memorable day for you, October 3.
Definitely, definitely. I will show you my diary from the day I started my journey with ShriLearning till the day I am presenting in the success story.
Okay, nice to know. All right. So the big thing here is it's not only getting a certificate, the process which you go through where we see ups and downs of our own character, ups and
Yes.
downs of people around us. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a journey of re-establishing our own values. That's how I see this certification. So what triggered you to think of this exam, or give some highlight about you?
Okay, basically, right, I am already in PM role since, I'm in project management since last 12 years, but got promoted to associate project manager role since last one and a half year now. So when I started to ace this role, I thought I should also have a qualification, particularly to the project management. So I was actually trying to do this as a CAPM when I started the PM role, core clinical PM role in 2015, but I was not able to complete because the training which I received at that time was not complete. They just took the classes and then went off. Right? They didn't even give the phone number, email ID, nothing. The classes, just that classes 35 PDUs, that's it. So I was not able to complete my goal. So I just left it because I started to work in project management already, which didn't allow me to give some time to learn these things. So so I basically have complete end-to-end project management experience, starting from PMO role till project manager role now.
Interesting. So I understand that it is not only the theoretical knowledge, you also possess the practical information of how it is
Yes,
working. Okay, that's quite interesting.
definitely.
Nice to
Whatever
know
we
that.
see in Rita predictive
It's there.
project management, right? Everything I have experience doing in practical.
Nice to know. So when you say you have experience, I'm sure Agile part could be some of the new learnings.
Yes, definitely.
New learnings.
Agile is
Okay.
100% new.
So now you're done with your leading of Agile, completing the certification.
Yes.
Do you feel Agile is somewhat happening in your company, or you feel that it is something good to be adopted?
It is definitely good to be adopted. It's currently not there. What I feel, it makes our life simple, because we are currently tangled between multiple system tools and things.
Yeah.
Probably that will be a good thing that I can expect from Agile, which
Nice to know.
we have. We have the opportunity to implement that in the industry, but I don't know. Our industry is more of regulatory, controlled. So maybe should be taken by at an organizational level, but maybe as a project manager, I will have some power to implement something at project level, right? So
Nice
I
to
can
know.
try something.
Nice to know. If I want to know the domain, what will be your domain?
I'm in the healthcare industry,
Healthcare
handling
industry.
all
Okay.
clinical research projects.
Great, right? High demand after this, all this COVID stuff.
Good.
Now the demand is so high towards the pharma clinical. Highly good. Nice to know.
True.
Good to know. So one thing I learned is you have practical knowledge, you read the books, but not much into Agile. Now, when you went for the examination, I'm starting from an exam point of view. Are you able to connect back to what you are working on the question paper? Basically, how was your exam for you when you went there?
Okay, actually, everything relates to my work. Everything relates to my work. Whatever the situation we see in the exam, it's completely the same kind of situation I see in real time.
Nice to know.
Okay.
Maybe one question I'll add on here. When we say PMP is a tough paper, and people keep asking, do we need to really have a tough exam like this? Why don't we have a normal exam asking people basic questions? Why the exam is so situational? Why they make us to read this much? So as you went through this exam, do you feel it is worth that effort of learning it?
I feel yes. I feel yes. Before I started the preparation, right, I was thinking I already know everything because I'm in this field since many years. Okay,
Mm,
but what I understand, PMI is teaching us the best practice to apply in the real time. Okay, even
mm,
if we know, we might have not applied the best practice. We might have learned from our mistake so far. But
mm.
when we apply the mindset, what we learn from this learning, we will be best fit in the industry. This is what I understood.
That's nice to know, right? So it is worth it because someone who is watching this
Definitely,
video, someone who's watching this video who's preparing for exam should not get a feel that, do I need to really put effort here? Is it worth it?
it's worth. It's worth because
Okay.
basically I came to this field. I mean, to complete the PMP to reduce my stress level in the real project management. Because
Mm.
when we are really handling the project as a project owner, right? I mean, we need to take that ownership when handling the projects, whether
Yeah.
it is a company project or some sponsor projects. I need to
Mm,
take that ownership to complete my goals in the project. So
mm, mm,
I will already have that stress. I mean,
mm.
timeline stress, cost stress, everything what we learn in the books,
Yeah,
right? So
right.
to reach that goal, I needed this. That's why I
That
came here.
makes better sense. Yeah, I got the point. All right. So
As soon
now
as
exam.
as
Mm.
one second, as soon as I came to PM role, right, immediately after 2-3 months, I landed with Kappa. You can
Faster.
imagine my stress level, right? So
Yeah.
that made me stick to this exam.
Mm. So union organization people think in this dimension of project management. Are they talking this international terminologies?
Uh, I
See,
didn't understand.
when you, what I'm feeling is, I know you came in and quickly got into CAPM, then you want to talk about PMP.
Ah.
When we go back to the work, do we see these kind of conversations? You hear these terminologies like it could be of a scope management or a schedule management.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, because I heard that you are in the full cycle of project management. But when we
Yes.
go to read the PMP, it has more international terminologies. Some of the
Ah.
jargons is it really there? Kind of sometimes we feel
It's there. It's there.
it's there.
Everything
Okay,
we read, stakeholder management, project management
perfect.
plan, quality management plan, communication plan, everything is there. EAC also is there.
Nice to know. Nice to know. Okay, quickly let's go to the exam part because people are watching this video are more interested in the exam. Was it a center based or a home? How you did your exam?
Mine was center based.
Center based exam. So what is the benefit of center based exam? Big monitor, better place,
Avoiding the risk, avoiding
risk.
the risk of
Okay, calm
internet,
place.
whatever the, yeah,
All
guest,
right,
everything.
nice to know. How was the security check? Do they go through multiple process, checking your ID cards?
Yeah, yeah, it was easy. I
Okay,
mean, I already prepared like the guidance that you provided us.
okay,
When I mentioned my application, right? When I completed my application, I used the same name which I
nice to
have in
know.
my valid ID proof. So it went well. I
Went
didn't have any
smooth.
issue. Yeah.
And they give a locker where you have to deposit all your
Yes.
belongings. I'm sure
Yes.
they
Yes.
ask you to take off your wallet, your watch, your
Everything. They check
mobile,
everything, and
and things.
it's like a scanning. So we go
Okay,
with nothing.
okay. And when
Only
I
they
went,
give
they
the.
asked me to take off the specs and they scan the specs.
Yeah. It was there. It was there.
Does it? Okay. Okay, they
Yeah.
follow that. I said, what is that? They said, you may fix a lens in this. My God, I
I
don't
don't
do
know.
this
There
kind.
was some kind of a device where I was told to put my specs on that, and
Oh,
it did scan, and then I took it back.
so technology improved in few years. Earlier, they used to take the specs and just see like this, and now they put in a
Oh.
device. Okay, nice to know. Nice to know. Good. Now we went to the exam. My first question many are asking here is, was this time sufficient for you to write the exam? Because when they practice the exam in ShriLearning mock exams, it time sometimes runs beyond the time what they thought, or very less. Either way. So now, when you go to main exam, was it aligning with that? You're able to maintain the time speed.
Yes. I was able to maintain. I'll tell you honestly.
Hmm.
I cleared my exam in the second attempt. First attempt, I was not well. My health was not well, and I started to have that illness just 24 hours before, where I didn't have the option to reschedule the exam. But I still had some energy to experience the exam, so I didn't miss that. So I took that experience, but I failed. I honestly say I failed.
There was not a good idea with a fever going for exam.
Definitely. Yeah. The note to book. I mean, book.
Yeah.
What is that? Point to note.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
So, how was your exam timing in this exam? How do you manage your time? Was it good?
it was good. I was able to touch every 180 question. The second time when I attempted, right, first time I was able to finish all 180 just on time. Second time, last 180th question, right? It was huge drag and drop related to risk management. So I just had around 57 seconds, I guess. It's a big drag and drop. What I did, I just took the easiest ones,
Okay.
so that at least 1 or 2 mark, if it is allowed to give, let them give. So I tried the easiest ones, drag them, and then the screen got frozen.
Okay. So you're sure that by the time, okay, I'm going to clear the exam, it was clear in your
Oh,
mind.
no. Until last exam, I was not sure, because
Last question.
I already had that fear of failure, right? I already
Yeah.
experienced that failure first time, right?
Yeah.
Difference what I can feel is, first time when I attempted, I was not fully clear on the mindset which is required for that. Okay. I just tried. I just went, because in ShriLearning, when we try, right, the question text, that language itself is tough. And then we learn concepts when we attempt the mocks in ShriLearning.
Yeah.
In real time exam, the language is very easy. Okay, language
Okay.
is very easy, but we may, since we already see, our mind takes it as easy, right? We may land in choosing the wrong answer. It's easy, right?
So
It was
you read
kind of,
it one time and you feel, okay, this could be an answer. And
yeah. First time I felt like this. Second time, no, by the time I prepared for the second time, right, I learned elimination technique. So I was easily able to, strike through all the wrong answers. So I
Okay.
was confident in that way. But until last question, I was still thinking whether I pass or fail. Yeah, but result came above target, so I came happily. First 60 questions were tough questions. I mean, probably it's a trick of PMI to check the time management from us. I finished
Okay.
that first 60 question in 85 minutes, nearly 85 minutes. For the last set, I nearly had around 52 minutes. Last 60 questions. I was still able to manage 180 with that.
Nice to know. Good to know. All right. This is one question. The next question people ask is, do you have a math question? Do I need to worry about math formulas while I'm preparing for the exam?
No, not at all. We just need to remember the concept. I mean, how we apply the results after we apply all the formulas. If we know how to apply them in, results of those math questions, it is enough. We need not remember the formulas. Definitely, there is no question.
That's a good thing for the listeners here. But the one question, another they related to the formula is, we have formula in EVM. We have formula in
Risk
project
management also,
risk
communication also.
management, or we talk about communication. In contracting, sometimes we look into that, or project selection, we
Yes.
look into that. Do we need to learn all these things, or only EVM is sufficient?
We need to learn everything. We have questions on every topic what we see in the eco.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but we need not memorize the formulas for
Nice
sure.
to know. Nice to know.
One
Okay.
thing, right, Shriram, one thing I noticed with exam anxiety, right? We tend to reverse this over budget, under budget.
That happened.
And then this, what is that? Burn down and burn up charts.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
tend to
It's all
reverse that
confusing.
concept with this exam anxiety. So
Confusing
we need to keep
terminologies.
our
Yeah.
mind cool and calm.
That's true. That's true. Confusing knowledge. So, you know, one more thing, Vasanti, there are many people who preparing PMP for last 2-3 years or more than that. They all still have this mindset called ITTO, inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs. Even though PMI is saying for a long time, last 2 years, no, we are not going to ask you which input, which output, literally. But there is a chance you have to learn what can be an input conceptually, right? So if somebody is asking you, Vasanti, do I need to memorize these input tools and techniques? What will be your suggestion for them?
I say no, not needed. If you know the flow of activities, basically that flow chart we will have, right, for every
Right,
knowledge area,
right.
that is enough, because all the questions are situational questions.
Okay,
And if you have that mindset, PM mindset, you will be able to choose the right answer, what will be your next step. So
okay.
it is not like a school kind of exam where they directly
Yeah,
ask these questions. So
yeah, yeah. That's a one question many ask in the class first day. Do I have to read it? Okay, I said no for it. The moment you say the school kind of thing, something sparks for me. When people practice exam, now we're moving from main exam to practice exam. Practice exam, people get 55%, 65%. Even though we say don't worry, we come from academic background where numbers matters a lot. So people are a bit scared and worried. What was your situation while you were preparing?
Uh, see, in my first attempt, I attempted it when I was crossing nearly 60, 62, 65, like that. Okay.
Hmm.
The mistake I did, I didn't try many questions outside Shri Learning.
Hmm.
I needed that to avoid the exam shocker. Okay.
Hmm.
I was completely sticking to mocks in Shri Learning. I
Hmm.
didn't try even one single question outside Shri Learning. Okay. But Shri Learning, what I understand, it clears the concepts of project management. Okay. Completely, 100%. But if we try something outside also, it creates the mindset.
Hmm.
It
Okay.
develops the mindset within us. And
Yeah.
also, see, if you feed your mind so much, if you are having 2 3 meals at one time, your digestive system will not support you, right? So in the same way, if we feed too much things in our mind, our mind needs some time to digest it. So
Okay.
after you complete your reading, right, at least you need to give 2 or 1.5 month to try various questions, not
Hmm.
just Shri Learning. I use Shri Learning, for 60 question marks, 40 question marks, almost once or twice a week until my exam. And then I also used to try outside mocks,
Hmm.
just to avoid that exam shocker.
Yeah.
And then as I started to solve as many questions as possible, right, it helped me set the mindset what I need. And then also I was able to efficiently complete the question within 1 minute.
Hmm. It improved. It improved.
It improved over a
That's
period.
fine.
So
That's
by the
true,
time I
actually,
took the
right?
exam, right, I was
Yeah.
almost ready to take nearly 250, 300 questions at one go.
Okay, that's a good message. Yeah. If you have an exam fear and if you're not sure about the content, chances are different flavors can give some broad thought process. Yeah, that's a
Yes,
point.
yes. We needed to
Right.
give that, time for our brain to digest whatever material we fed to it.
Okay, okay. Nice to know. So you did well with your practice, you went with the main exams, you cleared it. Which book you recommend for people to read?
Rita is enough.
Hmm.
I didn't read Rita after I failed the exam. Okay.
Hmm.
I read it only until my first attempt. And
Hmm.
then I didn't touch the books after that.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
simply looking for mocks. I was trying to clear the mindset.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so the learning base was good. All right, so I'm sure the first time it was sickness really screwed
Yeah,
up the exam.
probably. I think so.
Yeah, I would prefer not to go for exam when you are sick. Yeah, that's a
Yes.
message if somebody listening this because the body needs more energy when you write the exam. If you have a shivering,
Yes.
if you have a fever
Mindset on
running,
the day of exam should
uh,
be sharp.
usually in the center they should not allow a person with a fever, and there's some it's
Actually,
not
that
a
was kind of, I took paracetamol.
it reduces by the time.
Yeah, I needed to take the paracetamol, right? That machine that checks the temperature, right, didn't identify the
In this
higher
case,
levels.
but not good. You should not do it. Anyway, you paid the money. You don't want to miss it that day. You went
Yeah, I had
inside.
no chance. No, anyway, they are going to forfeit the exam
Exactly.
fee.
Because it's a 4 hours pulls a lot of body energy. Even though you're active, good body, still you'll get exhausted. If that's the
Yes,
case, with a fever, if you go and sit, sure, your brain can't work. Anyway,
yes.
that's hard time, but still you came out of it. So now if somebody's preparing for the exam, what will be your tips or advice for them?
Okay, for them, I will tell, do not try to avoid your preparation time by booking the exam early. See, it's a glitch. Okay, we will get to know about people clearing the exam, but we will not get to know people failing the exam. Okay, so that's a kind of glitch. I went through that, and I got to know a little late that there are people who are still failing, and I was one among them. So do not try. See, all these I call people who are clearing the exam within 2 to 3 months as an exception. Okay, it is when I call it as exception, it's exception literally. Like all people. We may not be that lucky to pass within only 2 to 3 months preparation, but we should give time. We should give time. That's first thing. Okay, you can book your exam date when you know you can sit for long. For 4 hours without any stress, without any
Right.
trouble in terms of time management, and you are efficient to solve the question within 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. One more thing I noticed in this period. I mean, from the first time I failed to the second time, I noticed my energy levels on a monthly basis. I mean, in a monthly cycle. Okay, I noticed my energy levels, on which day my energy level is high, on which days my energy levels are low. So I noted these dates. And then I booked the exam around the dates when my energy levels are high. Probably it is applicable only to ladies. I don't know. I don't know how it applies to boys, but I noted these dates. And
Okay.
then I took the date around that time.
Good to know that. Good to know that when you can really perform at your full potential. That's very important. Nice.
Yes.
See, as I said in the beginning of this interview, that this is not only an exam. It looks after our attitude, character, and abilities. Yeah, it's a kind of full test. Nice to know.
Yes.
So, key tips is read well with Rita. Practice exams needed. Go for different mocks also, so that you get a flavor of the exams. And also, don't
Yes.
worry about the main exam. Go ahead, be there, and win the game. But till last question, you have to fight. You
Yes.
cannot say that,
Definitely.
oh man, I've done with 100 questions. Slow down. No, go to the last question.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. Any more points or any credit to the people around you, family members supported you?
Yeah, definitely. Uh, Two people, my husband and my son,
Very
they
good.
stopped all the entertainments from the day I started the preparation. Actually,
Okay.
started the preparation during summer holidays, that is April.
Mm. Okay.
So I didn't give, time for my son to enjoy his summer holidays. So that was a big sacrifice for him.
So his
And
summer
then,
holiday sacrifice is your PMP.
mm.
Nice. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. It's a family effort.
He's still a child, so he can't go alone, enjoy somewhere.
Nice to
So
know.
I need
Yeah,
to
that's true.
accompany him.
That's true. That's true.
And
Perfect.
my husband also, he is actually a fun lover. He always try to entertain himself, watches movies continuously over weekends. But he stopped watching. Only I allowed him watch only one or two movies. Because I need to concentrate on my studies. No, I cannot. By seeing that, there is chance of
Yeah, I
distraction.
understand. So more than you clearing the exam happiness, your family would have been very happy. Oof, she
Yeah,
cleared.
yes, true, 200% true.
They'll be celebrating.
When
She
I
cleared the exam. Thank God.
My husband was not able to believe that I passed during the
You
second
should.
attempt.
You should. Then only you can
He
watch
said,
television.
did they give the paper of you or somebody else?"
All right. Nice to know. Good. First, thanks a lot, Vasanti, for coming up here. And thanks for being...
One second.
Mm.
I want to thank many people.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so first people which I want to thank is all my teachers who taught me from the preschool till now. I mean, including you. you guys shaped me to this level, so I am dependent. I'm independent now. So thank you all for that. And secondly, I want to thank 3 sweet ladies that came to my life, who encouraged me when I failed the exam. Basically, my first LM, the current LM, she's the first one which I want to mention. She's Kavita. When I failed the exam, right? As a LM, she should have taken my performance as that. but she said, why are you, undervaluing yourself? You already have experience, you are performing well. Actually saying no one dare to go for this exam having experience, because if it is not the easy one. So she encouraged me with many good things to bring up my moral. So I thank for her. And then 2 other people, the PMs with whom I work on a daily basis, Emma and Delphine. So they always encouraged me, and we supported each other. When I failed, they didn't show that kind of some distance. So I thank for them as well.
That's nice. Good to know. Good to know that you're recalling from your school days, and you're able to give a thank note to them.
Because they are the ones who shaped me till now. So till here. So yes, I want to remember all.
Good to know. Good to know. And thanks a lot for you to be here and to be transparent and open, because you were able to tell that there was something doesn't go well, and then you picked up, you came back. And that's a motivation for the people, because sometimes people don't come and tell that they have lost the exam. We don't know they lost it. So many sometimes don't even declare that they lost, they attempted, they just keep quiet. Okay, we don't know. But I know that situation. I was in touch with you for the exam time. I remember it. But that the fever was unfortunate. But still, you were able to come back and win again.
That was, that did something good for me. Probably God had that plan to prepare me well in the project management, because I am already into project management, applying all these tools. So,
nice to know.
So that was the plan for me.
All for good. Okay, great. Super. Keep rocking and keep winning more, Vasanti, in your career. Good wishes for your success.
Thanks so much, Shriram. Thanks to you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.